So how is everyone doing? It has been feels like a long time since I've been back in front of the camera and updating everybody on what's going on with the big Cherokee. And so I'm actually back working on it today. So I've been putting this off for quite a bit. I've got a lot of things going right now. New business ventures, new things like that. So I've been quiet on Facebook, YouTube for quite a while. We've been sprinkling little videos here and there, and I know a lot of people are wanting to know what's going on with the pre-runner Cherokee. Videos coming soon on that too. I've been gathering parts here and there, and actually had to put some parts that I had bought on it for the temporary moment, just so I can have it not laying on flats in the driveway. So you get to see that next video. But for now, I'm super excited to get back on top of this Cherokee. This is my build. This is my 1-ton Cherokee, the blind Jeep build, as I started several years ago on this YouTube venture here. I figured I'd document all of it, and it's just been kind of stagnant lately on it. So I just got a lot of stuff back from the powder coating and then paint and some other stuff, and we've actually got the Jeep back from a fabricator. I had to do some stuff. Not 100% happy with the way things went out with it, so that's a whole nother thing. I'm just trying to move on from that and deal with what I got right now. I'm definitely going to be changing a lot of the stuff that was done more or less on the front end, maybe the back end too. I don't know yet. It's just my mind's going a million ways, and if you're building something, you want it the way you want it, it's gonna bug you if it's not. So it's just the way it is. So I'm gonna have to rework it, and I'm gonna take it upon myself, and I'm going to get back into welding. I know I've mentioned it a bunch of times. I don't know if you're new to this channel, I'm legally blind and I can't drive anymore. I used to be a welder, and now I can't, and I haven't touched a welder in forever. So I'm actually going to try to get back into that. So I'm gonna see. I'm not gonna let life hold me back, or this vision impairment hold me back. So we're gonna get to welding again. And I may teach the wife. She's been wanting to do it for quite some time. We just never sat down and had a chance to go throughout the techniques and learning process of that. But today, let me show you what we're working with today. And I got some parts, and the axles turned out great. I love the way the axles built. So had the axles done, the fabricator did the same thing with the axles as well. And I'll show you what's going on. Let's get started on working on the 14 bolt today. So what I got here is the 14 bolt. You can see it's got some new truss work done to it, fully encapsulated. He redid all the link mounts on it. And I've got a question, and I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong on this, but see how these lower link mounts on the right here, how they are 90 degrees from the axle tube. This Jeep is dual triangulated. So I had Johnny joints in here that were supposed to be in here. They were actually in here. But he wanted to redo the mounts, which I was fine with. And then I get this back, and 2 of the Johnny joints are missing. And they had Heim joints in there. I was like, well, that's odd. Why are there Heim joints in the link mounts? So I don't know if he didn't pay attention to the fact that it had a 4-link, or he just didn't look. I don't know. So there's that. So now I'm running lower links on the heims, or on the axle end. There's heim joints on the axle end now because they didn't. I brought it up and they didn't want to redo it. So plus all that's welded in, and that's all like, it's this whole mount is kind of like designed to be in there like that. So oh well. If it breaks, it breaks. We'll redo it. But other than that, truss stuff looks good. Pretty nice on that end. But today, I gotta flip this thing over, and we are making a 14 bolt, a 13 bolt. So let's get this thing drug out of the garage and onto the jack stands outside. Oh. Maybe we should just do it this way. A lot safer. So, got a Grizzly locker in here, 538 gears. God, this thing's dirty. It's been seriously sitting in here for 4 years. Maybe, well, 3. There's dirt in here. All on the ring. Yep. So that's gonna have to be cleaned out. Fun. That's basically sand. Well, you work with what you got. Yeah, you can see that little plate he put here. It's kind of neat, a little trick thing. But let's get this cover on here and mark the tip. Getting that sucker cleaned off, because look how much extra that sucker is. A lot of ground clearance that we can remove. Let's get it done. So here's what we went with. It's a crane, solid cover. This thing's beefy as all get out. You can see down here it's kind of smoothed out. That's where we're going to be setting it on there and marking it, and then sawzalling the tip of that ring gear off, or the housing off. Let's get it tossed on here. All right, get it on. You can see how much it's gonna get cut off. I think maybe an inch and a half. It's a good chunk. Let's get it cut off. takes a good battery. That battery kept dying on me, even though it's fully charged. Dang, not too bad for a guy that can't see. Too cool. Look at that chunk. Heck yeah. Got her done. Need to clean it up with a flap disc. Make it look a little bit prettier. Glad I changed angles. Did it more straight on that edge. Put it on a jack stand. Make sure it's more flat and level. Not too shabby though. Not too shabby. Oh, I'm stoked. I can't believe it did that. That's so freaking awesome. I can't believe it did that. It makes me feel like, I don't know, it's just every little accomplishment or whatever just boosts like my morale like 10 times full. It's like when you lose something like your eyesight and stuff like that, it's hard to explain. It's like you feel like you've been robbed of all your abilities, more or less. So just like doing little things like this, like, I don't know, it just makes me feel 10 times happier. Like that I did it myself. I didn't pay to have someone do it. I was gonna pay somebody to do that, but I'm glad I did it myself, so that way I can say it. If it's got its little flaws to it, it's whatever. I did it. That's the one thing, like, it's with this Jeep itself. Like, I've had a lot of help with it, but like, I haven't touched it myself. Like I have, but done some work to it, but like, from this point on, I'm tackling everything. Like, I'm gonna do it. Regardless if I can't see, if I got help, but I'm physically gonna do it. Whew. Oh man, I'm still like on a high. All right, so got that done. Let's get this mess picked up and let's get started on the skid plate that I got painted. I gotta assemble that today, so I'm gonna do 2 things in this video. I feel like if I get 2 things accomplished, I'll be even more happier. So let's get that done. Okay, so what we have here, this is the Ironman 4x4 Fab 4-link front, 4-link rear, complete cross member. This thing has been in pieces. You can see all the hardware over there and hardware over here, and it's been in pieces for several years now. So I'm going to try to assemble all this because I finally got it all powder coated. Funny story about the powder coating. I didn't want it powder coated. Miscommunication between my powder coater, which is perfectly fine. So I was just gonna steal it, and that way if it ever got scratched or whatever, I just paint it. But I guess it'll look nice and shiny and black for now, so not too bad. Can't complain. But yeah, on the side of the Steal It stuff, the whole frame of this Jeep has been sprayed with Steal It. And then you can see all the 4-link mount for the shocks. 4-link mounts are all in that, and then the axles, because everything bolts to this, and then this gets bolted and welded in, so I'm gonna have to grind off some of the powder coating on this. But yep, you can see the hoops right there. Didn't really want them dead center in the rear, but gonna run with it for a while. I just really want to wheel this thing. So reason being, I wanted storage and I wanted room for something. I don't know. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the gas tank. I really don't want to put it inside the Jeep either, so that's gonna be on another video. But yeah, I love the Steal It stuff. If you haven't used it, get a can. It's expensive, but well worth it. All right, let's see if I can't get this all started and assembled. Alright, so that's how, this is the front section here. So that bracket goes on the inside of that one, basically sandwiching it from the bottom up. And then you put all those Allen screws in. And then they got the capturing nuts on the back side. And then this is the rear section here. Now I gotta just figure out which bolts go where and get it all assembled. And I still have to find the spacer and everything for the transfer case section. So I'll be back. Okay, so front link brackets all together in cross member. Everything kind of snug. Got that together, both sides. I'm debating right now to see if I should put them both together and then put them under the Jeep, or if I should do this one first and get that under the Jeep. I don't know yet. I'm trying to figure that out. But I gotta get this little bracket on here. This is for the transfer case. Comes with these aluminum spacers, as you can see. It does countersink nuts just like the other stuff. And then just like that. And then it bolts up to that. And then you kind of adjust this according to whatever you got under there. In my case, that's what was mainly holding me up. I don't know if you can see in here, it's kind of dark. Well, if you can see it, I am missing a transfer case. So that's what's holding me back, or was holding me back. But I got that solved. I'm putting a transfer case from a 06 Rubicon in. So, new business venture, so you got perks. More on that to come. But yeah, I'm throwing in a 241 Rock Track transfer case in this thing. For the time being, I want a Atlas or a variant of a twin stick. I want to do front digs and all that stuff. So down the road, I'll sell that and get that. So, but I want this thing up and running now. Got the transfer case already, so it's just kind of like throw it in there and get it going, because the 231 I had in there was not gonna work. It was too short. It had a super short slip yoke on it, and just wasn't gonna work for what I needed. So that does it for this video. Thanks for checking in, and then if you like to continue on with this build and see this Cherokee finished up like I would, I'm gonna try to get the list of videos together on a playlist finally. It's one thing I haven't done. You know, I need to organize my playlists, so that'll come soon. As for now, check out the other videos we got, but stay tuned for more coverage and more videos. I'm back, so catch you on the next one.